3, 2, 1.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to a finisher flashback.
Welcome back to another finisher flashback. Today is November 10th,
I do what now?
2020. What was that?
Do what now?
Another finisher flashback. Today we are flashing back to the Royal Rumble. Finally.
You've wanted one of these events for a very long time.
I love the Rumble. I've said it many, many times. The Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view.
And it makes the most sense now, since we're in Survivor Series season, to go ahead and do a Royal Rumble flashback. But hey, you know what? That is legitimately where the random number generator put us. So that is what we're doing today.
Maybe the next one will be a Survivor Series.
I'll have to make sure there's one on the list. I don't remember.
So
do you know how long ago I actually made the list?
It was a while. So we'll see what the number generator picks for us at the end of this one. But since as we start off here, let's go make sure you check out our Facebook page, which if you're already here, you're already there. So give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/thefinisherpodcast, or just head over to thefinisherpodcast.com, where all of our socials are, where all of our blog posts are, where all of our podcast streaming networks are, our title history for our predictions champion. Congratulations, Dan, you son of a bitch, who won back his predictions title after this past AEW pay-per-view.
I mean, I told you I had to beat you, and sometimes you need to win, all it takes is a little perfection.
No, you didn't say you have to beat me. You said you need to beat me. Remember your promo.
And yet I did.
Fucker. So it has all the title history on there, and also as soon as I can figure out how to make it a tab on there, it's gonna have all of our friends of the show, all the different people we talk about.
Already taken care of, like I told you I would.
It's on there. You just didn't know. Maybe you forgot. I couldn't figure it out.
It took me some time to figure it out last night because it didn't make sense as to where some certain things were, but I got it.
Did I screw anything up?
I mean, just the normal stuff.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Dick. So make sure you go check out the website and everything else. You can find everything there. But right now, what we're going to want you to do is head over to your WWE Network, open that up, find Royal Rumble 1998, get that queued up, and while you're doing that, Dan, do you have the card for this show?
Yeah, well, I was just working it to remember it, and remember a lot of this night rather fondly. As tonight we come from, it's not one of those shows that comes from a landmark location like the year before. Everyone recognized it coming from from San Antonio and the Alamo Dome. It's just the San Jose Arena this year, so no big influential venue. However, 6 matches on the card outside of, obviously, the 30-man Royal Rumble match. Your main event, Shawn Michaels defending the WWF Championship against The Undertaker in a casket match. And yes, of course, there's a lot of historic implications that come out of this match, both before, during, and after. We will also see the New Age Outlaws defending the WWF Tag Team Championships against the Legion of Doom, finally getting their shot after months of humiliation and Animal being injured with the 4-man powerbomb through the announce table. So that finally coming to a head tonight. The Rock and Ken Shamrock add another match to their long feud for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Vader will take on the artist formerly known as Goldust. He is still the artist formerly known as Goldust with Luna. if you are not familiar with this phase of Goldust's career, this is going to be a very interesting opening match for you. So that will be, and since they are close to the U.S. Mexico border, we have a 6-man tag match. Max Mini, Mosaic, and Nova taking on Battalion, El Torito, and Tarantula. That's what you're looking at. 6 matches. It is a big 4 pay-per-view, so expect us to be hanging out for about 3 hours.
Yay!
Yeah, ain't that happy about it with either, but you know what? We'll soldier on.
So why don't we go ahead? We're gonna give you a 5-second pause. So that means go ahead, hit play on that. When you see 5 seconds, hit pause. So we're gonna go ahead and give that to you right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
Is no parallel, no higher accolade.
And please
in
turn
the
your
sport.
audio off. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, my bad.
To be champion is the
Still there. There we go.
I had to scroll down to get to it.
Well, he takes care of that when you're just watching the Open, and for some reason I don't know why, and it's probably I don't know, it's probably nostalgia, but it always seems like the opening packages from back in the day were a lot more dramatic. And they're just they're just overproduced and look real good, but the drama doesn't feel like it's built as well sometimes.
That's correct.
Thank you.
I don't have any other earpiece on for this one, so
You're gonna slum it like me in the silence,
yeah. But I made
or read the captions. Since I know we've got some time here to fill out, why don't you go ahead and explain? Like as you said before, your favorite. This is your favorite match of the year. You love the Royal Rumble. What is it that draws you to the Rumble match?
There's just so much. With just the fact that every 90 seconds, I think it is.
It depends on the year. Traditionally, 2 minutes.
Changed it. So with just the different surprises you can get from it. There's pyro. The different surprises, the different people coming out, like this one here, you had Foley came out as all 3 different Foleys.
I'm pretty sure this is the year we got to see Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and then Mankind.
But he could come out into 4 faces, Mick Foley.
He would have come out as himself. I don't know if he'd done anything. I believe this later on this year after WrestleMania actually would be the first time since the mid 80s that he actually worked into WWF as under his real name.
Oh, really?
And actually, yeah, if there's an infamous match where he's a jobber, I believe it's Jack Foley, where Dynamite Kid breaks his jaw with the first move. He just comes in and gloms him with a clothesline.
Nice. That always works great. Got the King and JR, the good old days of commentary before Michael Cole fucked it up.
Yeah. There we go. Keeping an eye on that for us. And remember, they will go through, once again, they will be an era where they go through and highlight that they have not only a Spanish announced team, but a French announced team. So you had your pick of 3 announce tables to go through.
Ooh.
Every pay-per-view, not just, and of course, the baddest man on the planet. Pre-face tattoo.
It's weird to see.
This is where the run up to WrestleMania started, and actually kind of helped open that huge crest of popularity in the mainstream. There's Goldust.
Good old Goldie.
There's
And
this is literally a weekly thing where you go, what the hell is he wearing this week?
Could be a segment. What will Goldust wear?
Now I think I see where the inspiration for the Fiend's pants came from.
I was thinking that too, so get out of my head. All right.
Well, thankfully, they have not given Bray a thong to go with his.
Ooh, that'd be That'd be great.
No, I mean, I don't know. No. Looking back at the whole turn that became at the end of last year, and you know, snapping on his wife, and
Was that
it was interesting. It was a very interesting, like,
the fuck?
yeah,
Okay, that I see.
yeah.
That I didn't want to see.
And that was the coconut,
Did
the
not want to
old,
see Goldust's ass in a thong.
the classic, the classic wrestling weapon, a coconut. I don't remember much about this with Vader. There's a long again. Once again, I had the crib sheet from fellow YouTuber and much better YouTuber Brian Zane when he a couple of months ago went through Vader's career in the WWF and uh, God, it's just unfortunate that everything came together for these 3 years against Vader because he should have had so much better. Like, look at it, like he's over as a baby face
He's
here.
huge.
Like, people like Vader right now, and it's weird to see.
Who does?
And
Who didn't like Vader?
that's the thing. Like now, everyone looks back and goes, "God, I love Vader. Love to watch him work." Like,
Sean
but
Hunter and Corey Matthews.
God, when he first came to the U.S., because that was what I on the rare times that I caught TBS when I was like, what 7, 8 o'clock. Dude was 7, 8 o'clock, 7, 8 years old. Dude was terrifying. Just giant dude. Because like if you were 7 in 1992 and you could see it, everyone loved Sting. Just beating the bejesus out of Sting and didn't care. He just looked like he was murdering a dude on television. He was terrifying.
He was murdering. He's murdering a guy.
I damn near killed him. No. So Cold's gonna take a powder, and here we go.
Guy. Sorry. There's a Anchorman quote.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right, Vader. You're probably wanted for murder. I suggest you go to a relative's place or a safe house for a little while while things
Hide out for a
cool
bit.
down. I got there.
Is that Luna on the ground out there?
Yeah, that would be Luna who just ate a collision between the two. Okay, well, there you go.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, just a little sloppy on that one, but that is what that is. That bump into the stairs is always kind of weird
And
because
as a kid, when you looked at the ring posts, you always knew Kane would be there. Maybe not here.
oh right, you
Because
right
of
right
the pyro taped to the side of the ring post.
those little yeah
little
there's
tubes.
that bundle of yeah. And now I don't think you can tell just because they can build that into that giant plug of a post that they use
Yes. They
with
can
the
hide
screens
it.
and everything.
They can hide it very well.
Although actually, when I think about it, there you go, using Luna getting in there as a strat. Luna, not very well
did.
known for her managerial services, but always a very active manager at ringside. Oh, there missed the big Sid.
Did Luna die?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I don't remember.
Probably a while ago.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dustin is the only one in this match
Still alive.
still alive. Which is really depressing when you think about it and go, this was like 21 years ago, 22 years ago, but And exactly kind of, I think, what you'd expect this match to be is two big guys just beating the piss out of each other. There's something I always watch for now. They're your turn to eat the steps. There's something I always watch for now. After watching we've had a couple of Vader matches here on the Flashback and seeing some classic stuff. Is so look at Vader selling for loot. In a flash of hair and the odd clear plastic skirt. Jeez. There's an elbow that Vader drops. It's the traditionally like you get a guy down, you pick him up with the ankle, and you turn and you drop an elbow into the bend of his knee. Vader has this thing where he drops it straight down the middle into the chest and gut area, but in doing so, he just basically drops himself completely into your package. Like there's no way to avoid taking Vader's belts right to the balls. And I don't know now. Every single Vader match I watch for this. I think Jim Neidhart also did a variation of that.
Ouch. My question is, somebody honking their horn outside?
Yeah, I believe someone's alarm was going off.
Okay. I just feel like...
Sorry about that. There's only so much I can. Yeah. Ooh, turned him inside out.
And the face mask is rubbing away.
And this is we'll only be going for about 4 or 5 minutes here, so.
We are 10 minutes and 5 seconds in.
Thank you for that. I realize that a lot more people who catch this will be catching us on a replay on our YouTube channel, I believe, because we're usually right to the eye.
No, we're Flashback is only on Facebook.
Oh, we don't do these on YouTube, huh? Okay.
Isn't that what we did?
I thought we
I've
did.
done much of YouTube. They keep screwing up on me.
Either way, more people are going to catch us on a replay than live because it's a rare time that we're doing this in the middle of the afternoon.
Yes. Because we have things going on. 1, 2, roll. No.
The big splash, but no. That's one of those unfortunate things when you start working nights.
We'll have to figure it out if I ever get a day job.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Like I said, we'll figure. What are we gonna do? We'll figure it out. Perfect positioning for. We're gonna see a Vader bomb. This is also just one of those moves that only works because Vader's the one delivering it.
Yes.
Like it's only this is only gonna work if you're a super heavyweight. Anybody smaller is gonna be just stupid. Oh,
Win a Dick Punch City.
Man, he wound up on that one too. Woodward all the way back and swung.
Vader ain't building anything right now.
No, there's nothing going on there. At what point? Oh, well, okay then.
Goes sweep.
It usually doesn't look that good, but man, Dustin got way up there on that.
Dustin was a good performer. Is a good performer.
It's like didn't miss that sit. Good Lord. We were talking about him earlier. The guy's in his early 50s and at 50 years old decided to insert a destroyer into his arsenal. Like, good Lord. Okay, for realsies this time? Well, maybe not. Oh. No way. You're going to do this with...
Oh!
Good Lord.
You had the weight of Vader and Luna on you there.
That was great. I don't know how else to put that. When you're setting that up, what do you say? Like, all right, tell you what, if you're gonna do this, then look, you just hold on, because for a second it almost looked like she was gonna go tumble it out over, head first over the.
It looked like when he came down, her head went straight down into the mat.
I want to see a replay. I didn't see if that for a little bit. At least when he first got up to the top, it looked like she was gonna go
Did they
roll
do replay?
off
Yeah, here we
off
go.
his back. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
It didn't. It looked like it did.
it looked close between that and then it also looked like she could have easily caught her face on the turnbuckle coming down.
Yeah.
Because there's more than enough clearance for Vader to get his head clear of the buckle, but with someone else going down for the ride, that was an all right match with a very very cool finish right there. Oh,
Stone
baby.
Cold. Look at that! Look at that nerd.
Absolutely, like.
Oh, I love Austin.
Park my damn truck. I don't know if I would trust Michael Cole with the keys to my truck, though.
They won Austin.
Like, okay, but here's the logic in here. You literally, it was only 10 or 15 seconds. You just watched him walk through that door. So there's no need to menace Cole. Just follow Austin. I believe this is our, second show? Where Sonny comes out as in a guest referee or guest announcer, something like that.
Something.
I don't think she was much longer in the company. I don't remember what she was doing. By 1998, I don't think she was doing much of anything besides these
Flirting
things.
with the Fink.
Hmm?
I think she was flirting with the Fink.
Dude, Fink was a pimp. Oh, that's right. That I remember incorrectly. She would, I
El
believe,
Torito?
disappear off TV. Sorry, what?
El Torito?
I don't think that this was the
Can't be the
same.
same El Torito that was part of the Matadors. Because he was small and not as
No,
fat.
no, different guy. Live the gimmick.
I love JR's like, when the good Lord made these minis, the button was stopped on fast forward.
All right. Team Superhero Cape over here.
They never watched the show, the movie The Incredibles, never have a cape.
Everyone, yeah, like you would figure that's a, or is it, or in the world of lucha, is a cape like the easiest way to distinguish good guy from bad guy? Because look at none of the other team has capes.
Yeah, that could be true. Ole!
I can imagine that commentary is going to be just absolutely racially sensitive, and they're going to do some great material on that one. What?
Now, what you like? See,
How many times do you see a referee tickle a worker on their way in after checking them for foreign objects? So just saying, just saying.
What you don't see nowadays is the camera people around the ring. Besides the actual camera guys with the actual video the photographers aren't around the ring anymore like they were back in the day like this.
That's true.
Right,
That's true.
in there on top of the mat, leaning in, taking pictures.
Yeah, and there's not even like one or two that you would assume would be official company photographers. And this is before the age of COVID, obviously, when you were in multiple arenas and fans, it didn't seem like you had. Oh God, I hate that bump. That doesn't matter who does it. It never looks pleasant. The legs into the rope dive. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they let any of the publications take photos anymore.
Nope.
Biggest guy in the ring, smallest guy in the ring, and no.
Well, he just tossed Tarantula out a minute ago.
And there goes Battalion. I believe he's going to set up for a gore.
Here comes the Weeble Wobble El Torito.
I can only imagine what the jokes Lawler is making, but
None yet. I went and hooked everything. I went and brought up the laptop because I had to.
And again, just a kind of an add-on sort of match where you have an extra a sixth match on the card, and there's no build necessarily. It's just plus they're in San Jose. I think they had a thing, and they may still even have it when they head through Texas and Southern California, but it feels like they try to use more Mexican and Latino stars when they head south towards this, like I said, Texas and Southern California.
Yeah.
But I think that's also, excuse me, a long time thing. Remember, back in like 1991, and I only remember this story because it's in Mick Foley's book. But oh god, that shot was there. That they brought in, they were doing a clash in Corpus Christi, so they brought in Mil Mascaras because management thought, hey, we got to draw some locals. Here's Mil Mascaras. All right, that works.
Oh, that was nice.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So it's nice. It's a good lucha match. It's all the lucha things you expect to see.
Yeah.
No. Still no power bombs. Should know better, I think. Mike, the camera's on you.
Yeah, start reacting.
Nope, still not gonna get a power bomb. Okay.
I can't figure out which one was Rey Mysterio. They're all the same height.
I got nothing. Oh, well then. I have no snippy comeback, and then Max Mini just ate a boot right in the mouth.
Oh, hit the turnbuckle. Up,
Yeah,
bend
face
over.
first into the top one, and then
He tried to punch him over the top rope.
and that was gonna work. I should have thought about that. Started a thing, a count of how many almost power, like how many things in the powerbomb position that weren't power bombs. It almost looks like there was supposed to be a spot there. He's like, no, I'm not taking your dive. Screw you.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Kick to the back of the head. And toss him to the other side.
That was
Kick to the face.
that shot to the back of the head was stiff. Well, there you go. There you go. He took a good swing right at the stop. There's a bit of a receipt. Oh, well. And if you're playing along, drink. Okay. Drink again for a botch on Sunny. All right.
Sunny Max may be an item.
Well,
That could be. It was Sunny.
I don't want to say it, so I'm not gonna make that joke. Either way,
King, Max Mini should have a kid that we'd have somebody to look up to.
I told you it was only a matter of time. Now, is this the dive we were supposed? There we go. We were supposed to get a dive out of the. Next. Oh wow,
Oh, corkscrew there.
corkscrew acai. Well, not really an acai.
Here
A
comes
corkscrew.
two different ones. Here comes Tarantula. Oh, we're all waiting for you.
There's
And now
and he
one more when you stand up.
went right to the face of his partner, and then now we get all. God damn it, Kevin Dunn. There's your acai moonsault. Which thankfully it was a fake out because apparently Sunny was adjusting herself, so we had to get that on camera.
Why not?
I mean, normally I'm not wrong. You're not wrong, but it was the big dive.
A lot
It
of
was the
dead
big spot
wrestlers in
match.
this lately.
There. Oh. Okay then. And there you go. Team Cape wins. So there must be the good guys win. And then they realize, then you got to get up the real reason that everyone's actually cheering. There you go.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Didn't realize that was the deal. There's your popcorn match, I believe. And I believe, and here I. Oh, yeah.
She's not dead though, right?
Who?
For some reason, I was thinking Sunny was dead.
No. May still be in jail, but
Ripped up the middle finger.
everyone's looking for Stone Cold.
Nope, Vince, Shane, and Mike.
I think it's pretty safe to say that things are going to get a little bit more physical here.
Yeah.
This sign over, see if it comes back up. Look at over Jerry's shoulder. Vince, your tag teams suck. There he is. There it is.
I like it.
Even 21, 22 years ago, they still really didn't do a whole lot for tag team wrestling. Going through it, how Shamrock went through every member of the nation to get here. Oh, and it's just still Farouk is still in the nation here. The Rock hasn't taken over just yet.
Oh.
Oh, that dastardly Mark Henry. There's your fifth member of the nation.
No shit. Oof.
I've never be forgotten how long of a tenure Mark Henry actually did have with the company in multiple roles, and he wasn't always treated as a joke like he
No.
would be about 2 years, 2 or 3 years from now. And I mean, it's unfortunate it took them that long to finally push him to the main event when he finally got to run to 2010, 2011 as a world champion. Of course, a lot of people were world champion
Look
in
at that
2010,
belt.
2011.
That belt is so much better than the one now.
It's so good to see a classic like that, isn't it?
I really prefer the white belt, but that Tony Chimmel?
No, that's Kevin Kelly.
Oh,
Tony Chimmel was a ring announcer,
that's right.
or is a ring. Well, he was until he was fired this week. That's a whole other story. I'm sure we'll talk about that this coming Saturday afternoon, on the Finisher proper, which will be right here on our Facebook page and then on all the various podcast places, right around 1:30, starting on Saturday. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "What? Do you have losing football to watch or something?"
Pretty much.
Hey, look. We can all agree the Big Ten is broken. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the Rock's promo. If you're actually listening with the sound on, pay attention to the Rock. But look, the Big Ten is broken this year. Rutgers and Maryland are good. Michigan State, and Penn State are bad. Nothing makes sense. Wisconsin, I think, has a football team. I know they haven't put one out in a couple weeks. Someone just needs to reboot the conference. Just going back, flip the power switch, flip it back on.
Unplug it, plug it back in.
Right? Unplug it, wait, count to 30 and plug it back in. For a while, as we focused in on that, I remember for a while that the giant circles were kind of the big pay-per-view look. That was the big set. That was it. That was all there was. Just these giant circles with lights on them.
Until you got to like 2000-ish, and they started having backlash. They have these giant hooks. And...
Yeah, well, they start, like I said, they started just using just those, and then their normal entrances for your off pay-per-views, and they kind of the set evolved. It slowly became, all right, well, instead of just these circles, well, let's just build some big squares and some chains and some, and then you get to 2 years later, and there's fucking tanks and
that Foley?
Jeeps. He wishes he was. That's Nick Foley.
He's the best Intercontinental Champion. I thought that was Honky Tonk Man.
Honky Tonk Man is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. The Rock is the best damn Intercontinental Champion ever. And I think, if I remember correctly, and I need to be keeping records of this so we don't double anything up, but I believe we did do our top 5 Intercontinental Champions at some point. And I don't know if The Rock got the credit he deserved.
Well, we won't double it because we just have what's in the cup.
Well, right. I mean, eventually we will run out of things in the cup. And so at some point I have to look to make sure that we don't try to do lists that we've already done when I reset those. But I don't remember I don't think The Rock was very high on either of our lists, unfortunately. And in retrospect, I would like to re-edit that. I think The Rock was able to do with the Intercontinental title exactly what the Intercontinental title was designed to do. Get someone in a position and ready to be a main event player. And I don't know if there's a very small group of people that did it absolutely perfectly to the letter. Rock took that belt. I would say Austin did it, but Austin didn't need the Intercontinental title to push him to the next level. I think once you put the championship on The Rock the second time, he played to a whole new level. He took his game to the next step where he was ready to be the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. And here we go. It's matches like this is why The Rock congratulated Ken Shamrock a week or two ago for being inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, that means Ken Shamrock will never be in the WWE Hall of Fame. I believe it. It's unfortunate.
Oh. Rock just got out of the way of that kick.
Even doing the face off the right way, you're anticipating for them to finally touch.
Rock gonna punch in the face. Ah.
No, well, that was the idea. You didn't expect a clean break, did you? I was just thinking. I can't remember if the chair shot was leading up to this match or if it was another pay per view encounter they had. You know what I mean when I say the chair shot in reference to these two. But I think it was an earlier encounter, either earlier or later, one of the two. It might have been actually. Now I think about it, it might have been the build up to their Mania rematch. It's one of those moments of the Attitude Era when I say that Ken Shamrock chair shot, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Good quick kick to the chest.
Rock is out of the ring. That punch threw him all the way that far.
Well,
Overseller. Oh, that guy's telling him he's number one.
that's all that is.
Laser pointer.
He's encouraging. Oh, there is something that they also thankfully gone the way, and we don't see that with crowds anymore. Is that crap?
Yeah. I got one for my dog, but she looks at it and is like, cool.
Looks a bit. What do you think I am, a
What am I
cat?
supposed to do?
Get the hell out of here with that noise.
My brother used to have a boxer, and he would chase that thing around, man. It was the greatest thing ever.
This guy in the third row is hungover. That's what his sign says. I'm hungover with an arrow pointing down, so I'm assuming that's how that worked.
People dressing up as their favorite wrestlers. I think I just saw Dude Love in the stands there. About into the...
Now, it's been a while since I have been in a whoa. That's right. Remember, there are ways that you can put yourself in a position to do a Hurricane Rana. Shamrock did all the time and ate that one. It's been a while since I have been in a WWE crowd. Do people still get into it that? Were people getting into it that much and still in cosplaying?
Yeah, there's a couple times I've been there. I've seen Hogan's, I've seen some Macho Man's, some Ric Flair's, more of the legendy. None really of current unless they just wore like a Becky Lynch shirt, had a red wig on, and held a women's title belt. Like
Gotcha.
That's kind of what they did. But to like fully dress up, like Hogan mustache, bandana, ripped up shirt, Macho Man garb, all that stuff, and dressing up as the character, only a few.
At some
mainly
point
those
I need to revisit that. I had the for one Halloween event we did with the former employer. I had the a macho. I had the glasses and a macho bandana, but I didn't go any farther than that. So if we get to do Halloween next year, what I might have to do is, lose about 12 stone, but then
12
go for the cowboy hat and see if I can find something with that I can attach all the arm streamers to.
How much? How many pounds is 12 stone?
I have no idea. There you go.
Well, now,
See if I
how
can
many
find.
pounds is 12 stone?
See if I can give you an answer that there's got to be a converter here somewhere.
I got it right here if you want it.
12 stone would be 168 pounds. Well, that seems like a bit much. I picked a number. I pulled a number out of thin air, Jerry.
I need to lose 300 stone. That's...
I think the real judge is. I think you just need to build the Macho Man arms because you need a certain bicep mass to be busting out of whatever
And you need to
streamer
make sure
shirt
you bring
use.
Slim Jims with you.
Slim Jims would be good to put on the training table if that's the case.
I'm sorry, I just got some news. Ah! 2. You go to sleep?
Nighty night. No. It's been a while since that's worked, I believe. Someone can correct me. I don't remember a wrestling match ending on a sleeper since Piper put Hogan to sleep at a couple of pay-per-views around this time.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's about right. I think that's the last time the sleeper finish has been called. Your computer says it needs some attention.
No, I just started an install.
Oh, well, yeah, same thing.
I'm a nerd.
See, that was mine telling me I need to optimize it. But when I run the thing that says optimize, it never actually optimizes the damn thing.
I'm a
Oh,
nerd.
there's that.
And
Oh.
something came out today.
So are you downloading Valhalla?
No, I'm not downloading Valhalla. I'm downloading the Call of Duty
Oh, okay.
Cold War.
Let me point out there that I love that float over DDT that The Rock does, but it's an even
Yes.
better counter to that into a Northern Lights, not even a suplex. He just grabbed him, wrapped underneath it, threw him overhead. Here comes the Shamrock comeback. So
Rock
eventually, I
getting his
think
ass
we're going
whooped.
to see us. Eventually, I think he's going to snap and go into the zone.
Ooh.
Ooh, that tight night tight power slam. That's what I'm saying. Shamrock really doesn't get credit for being as actually technically solid in the ring as he is. Dastardly thumb to the eye. There's the Hurricane Rana.
There it is.
And here come the troops. There go the troops.
Oh, Dilo's hung up.
Good deal. Oh,
Put him
that's
in
how it's going to be.
Shamrock's trunks.
Rock took out. Just shoved Mike Chioda out of the way in the midst of his kick out. Wait, are we about to see The Rock do an Eddie before Eddie did a Eddie?
Ooh.
There's the big belly to belly. They finally got D'Lo out of the ropes. And that's it. Wow, okay. Holy, wait a minute. And no! UFC is for wimps. Okay. Ken, it's
He is.
He's pulling the Eddie before it. And Kyoto's listening to him this time. Hey, come here for a second. What the hell are you doing? My title.
He just touched his junk.
He's been grabbing his like. What are you talking about? I don't know. Playing with his nuts. How do you figure that now again, the only thing wrong with this version of it is how do you figure Shamrock didn't realize that there was something metal
How do you not feel a piece of metal
right in the dick?
On your junk.
Kyoto's about to eat shit. It's like, I saw it. It was in your dick. Why else would you have brass knucks in your dick if you didn't use them? Yep, there it is. Yeah, I saw that. I hope he got paid double. Oh, I hope he got paid double tonight.
Tim White got in there. And Tim
So
White
another-
got out. Tim White, you want to kill yourself? Here's a perfect way. Piss off Ken
Oh,
Shamrock.
Jesus. Yeah, there's another dusty finish, unfortunately.
What you drinking?
I got a soda.
A soda?
I got a soda.
I miss soda.
I still got to be. I haven't even started. I technically haven't started my day yet. This is my 9 a.m. I should be having some eggs and toast. You know, I have eggs and bread. I have no idea why I didn't make breakfast before I sat down to do this.
We can all together hit pause, and you can go make a quick egg if you want.
Nah, that's all right.
I had... I never can remember. I know it probably sounds stupid. I never can remember what you call the egg that you cook that you can dip your toast into. I always called them dippy eggs. Is it over easy? Over hard?
Sunny side up, maybe?
I never can remember. I always called them dippy eggs, but I had one of those yesterday, and I had one piece of toast.
Okay.
I know how much of it I ate.
Like half the toast and maybe some of the egg white.
I ate the entire egg because I'm like, I need the protein.
Right.
But I only ate half of the toast, so I left the half of the toast out, and I was stuffed.
Well, there you go.
Oh, you didn't know? Match is my guess of the next match.
Good guess. Good guess.
1-800-collect.
Wow, there's a real way to date ourselves right there. Just knowing that knowing what the hell 1-800. Did you ever place a collect call? 'Cause I know they were a thing for a good chunk of my life. I don't think I ever used them. I actually remember using a payphone, going into a box and using a phone to call home. That was there. I think pretty sure on my Instagram. Someone's getting the shit kicked out of them.
DOA.
DOA. I mean, since we're in between matches, and I think about, let's go ahead and give everybody a time check as to where we're at in the actual match. Jerry, where are you at?
I am at 50 minutes and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 50, 20.
Beautiful. And you are correct. The tag team championships are next on the line. So, like I said, I want to say this was what I was in Oregon, so it was probably like 2014, 2015. I took a picture in shock because there was still not even at a gas station, at a shopping plaza, but they still had a payphone that worked. I checked out front in the parking lot.
I've still seen him as far back as last year at a travel stop. Like on the
Wow.
turnpike.
Okay.
And I think I did the same thing.
And how your ex old if you remember what these were for and never had to use these to call and get a ride home.
I used them. I forgot. There was a time where I forgot stuff at home. I forgot my book or something. And so, like, I wasn't going to go to the office. So I went to the payphone and I called collect.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, say your first name. I forgot my English. Say your last name. Book at home. Can you bring it to me? They never accepted it, so they get charged. So they knew what I needed. They'd get it and bring it to me.
That's actually a lot of brilliant. Just the reminder of exactly what the Outlaws did. They were kind of there's the power bomb and they completely destroy, even as okay. So at this point the Warriors have been going, God, at least 12, 13 years. This was really the first time that anyone had left them lying like this. Like, you just don't, like, you may have gotten over on them, you may have knocked them down, but to see both guys just physically destroyed like that. And honestly, if you think about it, if you really want to put everything into historical context, this is probably one of those things that made the Outlaws such a believably strong tag team.
Yeah.
When you get the rub from the LOD and the LOD says, we're going to put you guys over bigger than we've ever put anybody else over.
Dreadlocks.
Yeah, no, like, I know that was a 90s thing, but I'm sorry, no white guy looks good in those.
Wearing a Packers jersey? Boo. Packers suck.
49er. Okay. I'm trying to put the context in. Like, they're in San Jose, but they're close enough to the Bay that it would have been, and it was January. Could have easily been an NFC champion. Probably was the NFC championship game that year. Old school classic heel heat. Although now I see the green four, and all I can think of is dick pics. That's exactly what Brett Favre's legacy has fallen to.
Those jerseys are green. That's all I'm saying.
I see what you're trying to do, but I'm for. And
Don't do it.
I know you're going for a little bit of like
Don't do it.
synergy here in our social media presence, but I'm not going to do it here. I'm not going to do it.
Good. I don't want you to do it.
Oh, you did. That's why you set it up. Which, by the way, just for a quick plug, when you're done here, shoot over to YouTube, search for What Tales, and check out some of the stuff that we have drinking. I believe it is this week's episode where we're drinking something that's green as dicks.
You did it! Damn it! Or you can head over to thefinisherpodcast.com, click on Friends of the Show, and you can go there and click the link right there at the very top of that page. What Tales. Mikey Cole, which I need to fix. What a rush.
That's an absolute wow. There's your old school Apple ad up there. Come on, you can't not help but get hyped when you hear a promo. Doesn't matter who his acting is. Tell him, Bill Hawk. Well, you knew something was coming up. I think the best line I remember from a Hawk, which was a throwaway because it was a throwaway match. It was against Hercules and Paul Roma at WrestleMania for some reason. And Hawk is like, power and glory. When we get done with them, they're going to be sour and gory. And that was it. Boom. Done. Right to the ring. JR going over the history there. You get it's a very good point if you want to try and remember that no other tag team, ever worked everywhere. It became the AWA, NWA, and WWF tag team champions. That if I remember correctly, they never did get the WCW tag titles, even though they were there for a good long while in the mid '90s. They were also there during the NWO angle, so never got there. There's the powerbomb I was looking for in the minis match.
You got it now.
Only took 2 matches. Only took 2 more matches. I finally got my damn powerbomb.
That's all you needed.
There we go. Then we also get some good brawl on the outside here. Pretty classic. The only problem with this feud in the in-ring is that a lot of times, excuse me, they matched off a lot and never. It took forever to get to the payoff, and then they never really got a full payoff. The Warriors, I mean, just never really got their comeback over the bad guy heels. And now I'm just checking quickly to make sure I'm not. Yeah, they never won those titles back from the Outlaws, so they did this long drawn out feud.
I got nothing for it.
And never came, like, the good guys never got their comeuppance. If there's anything that went wrong here. So a lot of their matches, I think they would have another one. They had one. Oh, hello. They had one a month ago before at In Your House Degeneration X, and it pretty much went the same way, where they beat the piss out of Road Dogg. The Outlaws powdered quite a bit. Actually, the main theme of that In Your House match was the Outlaws were powdering, and they kept pulling them back into the fight. And then something would happen, and the Outlaws would win this thing. Or the LOD they'd get counted out, or they'd get disqualified, or
Poor Legion of Doom. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Luthes Press. Hey, he even called it a Luthes Press. Right hands, right hands, right hands. Let's we'd be remiss to point out here that Billy Gunn here in early 1980, 1998 looks really good. And at the end of 2020, Billy Gunn is wrestling and still looks that good.
He does.
And his son is cut from the exact same block of granite that his father was. So Austin looks is very well put together. Like, it's incredible that he is still. That first off, it's just incredible that he's in that kind of shape, in his early 50s and still wrestling. I want to say, I will say this. I think for the other aspect of it, look at that. See, that's an actual STO.
I'm saying someone does it wrong.
I mean, one could imply that's what I'm saying. But more importantly, the interesting, my interesting observation from these matches is also you never saw the Warriors have to wrestle this much. They did it at certain points in matches, but for the most part, man, they were just strong and beat the dog out of people, and then they went over. And I just saw the Hawk throws out the STO, and Animals ripping out the chin locks and the camel clutches, and like they actually like they could wrestle, and they just never had to.
No.
I don't know if I don't know if anything's been said about this. There you go, Menace the Camera Guy. Good reaction. I don't know if this was, if it like we were saying that they made the Outlaws and were kind of were receptive of the project, going, okay, we've been asked to make these guys, so we're gonna go out and we're gonna make these guys, and therefore they're willing to do anything to make the Outlaws look as strong as possible. That's a story I don't think has been told yet.
That's a pretty good match so far.
This is pretty. Like I said, this is pretty much I don't want to say formulaic because it's formulaic between these two teams. They had a match that they did, and this is pretty much how they went. Oh, wow. Oh my God, his eye. Sorry.
How dare you?
Well, that's pretty easy, actually. Oh, wait a minute. And now they're going to be able to work on the injured back of Animal 2-on-1. Like I said, they had a standard match, but you keep getting these little twists on it. Good luck out, bless their boys. I'm also trying to watch how Hawk moves and whether or not to see if he's actually that's going to be a gimmicked pair of handcuffs and he's going to break through or if he's just stuck there, and then that's how they're going to the finish from there.
Yeah. What I've seen them do is unhook the ring rope from the ring post.
That's another one, but they did it on the bottom turnbuckle, so I don't know if they're going to be able to. Oh, just got him over. We'd be able to do that whole taking off the ring, the rope, and undoing the turnbuckle like that.
That was a shitty hit with a chair. Okay, that wasn't.
There you go. That's better.
He kind of like, placed it on his back.
I believe we have us a disqualification. I think we're going to get Hawk busting out those handcuffs here pretty soon.
He's kind of got to. He's pulling. Pulling. There it is.
I was just saying, watching the way he was pulling, he was leaving the chain well alone. Yeah, you want to get out of there, Billy. Go. Oh.
So what matches are left?
Just the Rumble in our main event. The undercard went relatively quickly here. Actually, the Intercontinental title was the only one that went over 10 minutes.
Did they actually do something after the Rumble back in the day?
Yeah, the Rumble was not the main event.
Gotcha.
I mean, and it all depended on the year, too, I think. Like, you go back to 92, there was no other title match because the Rumble was the title match, so that was the main event.
How many times did they do that? Was that the only time?
Twice. It was the 92 when Flair won it, and what was it, 2016 when Triple H won it? I want to say 16. It was vacated. In 92, it was vacated, so there was no champion going in. And I want to say when Triple H won it, he won it from Reigns.
So Stone Cold's giving his truck away.
Wait, what?
Now I want to find Mildred Bowers online and be like, you still have the truck? I'll give you $20.
I'll give you $20.
Can't be that good anymore, you know.
We won 97, 98. You never know.
Unless she just like kept it in a garage and drove it periodically and made sure it just stayed running.
That's fair. Here's the other thing you have to remember about this era of the Rumbles, which is completely new. If you've picked up in the last couple of years, there is only one Rumble a year, and now we see two Rumbles every January because there's a men's and a women's every year.
The hell?
This really quick package. The main lead in here is that it was Dude Dust. Everybody here is gunning for Austin, which is why you've also seen all the vignettes throughout the day of people looking for Stone Cold. Everyone is gunning for Austin. So, just throwing it out, take a shot in the dark of who you think the main target of this match is going to be, how it's going to be, who it's going to be built around.
Austin?
I mean, there's a possibility. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Mike Tyson. Oh, this is where he rips off a shirt and there's a DX shirt underneath. Is that what that is?
No, that was the payoff of this at WrestleMania.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh well, no, when it was, well, I mean, believe it or not, they built a title shot from January all the way to March, April.
Oh wow.
So, in the process of the Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold feud that would run through the next 2 months, they recruited. It was announced the night, or actually, it was either the Raw after, or the next night, that Mike Tyson was going to be the guest enforcer for WrestleMania, and got all the. Then they had the pull apart brawl, and it got all of the mainstream press. And then eventually, I want to say probably in February, then DX announced they had gotten to Mike and he was with them, and he came out, with the DX shirt, and then you get to Mania 14, which I don't think is on our list, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything. Then Austin wins the title. A pissed off Michaels gets knocked out by Mike Tyson, and apparently had to chide Tyson to actually hit him. Like Shawn wanted Mike to lay it in to make it look as good as possible. There he is.
There's Dude Love. Two of them.
I believe we'll see. Well, obviously, we're gonna start out a little hardcore. Before we get into it, Jerry, why don't you go ahead and give us a quick time check for those that are following along after the fact? It's on the network.
Time check. We are at. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you'll catch up with us when we are at
1 hour, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds. 31, 32, 33, 34. 1 hour, 11:35.
Okay. Apparently, I was way ahead of you. Interesting. So, entrant number 2.
Cactus or Terry Funk.
Terry
Yeah,
freaking.
one and the same
Funk.
people, I guess, if you think about it.
Yes and no.
He's got a fucking neon or a nylon stocking on his head.
He was Chainsaw Charlie at that time because that made all the sense in the world. You couldn't have him come out as Terry Funk. You had to have him throw a bunch of baby powder in his own face and come out with a freaking chainsaw, like a.
But his face looks like he's something. Oh shit! It's a real chainsaw. See the sparks fly on that?
Why would you give Terry Funk an actual chainsaw?
When he threw the first chair in, it like sparked when the chainsaw hit it.
I just assumed it was a chainsaw that. I just assumed it was a chainsaw that didn't have an actual chain on it.
But it looks like
Like,
he's
there was
got
no
like
blade.
a pantyhose on his head.
He does.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. Oh God.
The ref's like, let me get this chainsaw out of there. Do it! Do it!
Oh. Oh man. Pulled up to make sure he saw it was his. Oh. Terry.
I'm surprised he's not dead.
Like, you want me to hit you? Really? Okay. Oh. Glum. Oh, but I'll give you 2 back. You gave me the chair, you fool.
Man, 76 years old.
and retired, and probably only retired last year.
Not because of his age, I'm surprised he's not dead. Because of his lifestyle, I'm surprised he's not dead.
I don't think the man has any knees left. Oh, Tom Brady, you poor, poor son of a bitch. Well, thanks for coming, boss.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
I honestly, I want to say he started as an undercard guy a year ago, being known as Salvatore Sincere, and then went back to his real name. But I don't think that one really took off, and I don't remember a whole ton about Mr. Brandy.
Oh,
Nope.
these guys.
Just call me. Oh. If I may steal a JR phrase, there's no way to fall there that feels good.
Not at all.
I suppose I can keep up with this and to say poor Tom Brady lasted a grand total of 12 seconds in the 1998 Royal Rumble. All right on the hands.
And he was 54 at this point of his life.
Good Lord. Fresh off his Intercontinental title win. Think about this. Oh, jeez. Think about this actually if you want to. And what's in the ring right now. Mick Foley, Terry Funk, and The Rock. I mean, the generational level of talent in the ring here is actually kind of impressive if you think about it.
So he was, ouch, 54.
And come on. Get the perfect sell. As The Rock doesn't know where he is.
Foley looks like he's in his 50s, but he was only 33 at this point.
Foley looked like he was in his mid 40s for about, I don't know, 30 years. Like even when he was in his early 20s, he pretty much looked like he was in his mid 40s. Oh God.
Oh!
Ooh.
Right to the cojones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The headbangers. Mosh.
Welcome to the match,
anyone's
Mosh.
ever thrown a chair to the entrance ramp, but throw it and messed up the angle and hit a fan.
That looked like that one probably ended up into the fans. I'm sure he's done that before. Remember, Terry Funk was the one that often used GIF of the ring just in Philadelphia just filling up with chairs. It was because Terry Funk called for a chair, and so all of the ECW arena gave him a chair.
Greatest thing ever.
I remember he told the story that Paul's like, don't please don't ever raise your hands like that again, Terry. We can't have 300 chairs come flying in the ring.
That's great. I would love to have thrown a chair in the ring.
Unfortunately, or probably fortunately, that's one thing that only happened, I think, like twice. I think they did it in XPW once as well. By the way, this is a 54-year-old man with the Okay.
Got a little bit of it, not much at all.
It was sort of a moonsault, but you know what? For someone in his age to even go up there and try to do that,
No.
oh God, he's just literally bumping heads with Mosh. There's no way that's good.
Who's next?
Oh yeah, the future Midian.
Proof of what happens when first cousins marry.
Yeah, as I say, I believe the Godwins are only going to be aren't going to be around for too much longer. They're pretty soon they'll become the hitmen for Jeff Jarrett, Southern Justice. You can imagine how well that goes over, and then eventually he'll become Midian. Thankfully, we're a couple of years away from Naked Midian. Thankfully, that hasn't come up yet.
Naked Midian?
Yeah, you don't remember? Oh, God, dude, if you don't remember that, that's good.
Like literally full blown naked Midian?
No, he would show up basically in a thong and either mostly, and rarely would he wrestle as Naked Midian, but he'd just show up. Just out of nowhere, here comes Midian in a thong.
But you guys, it's such good shit.
Yeah, apparently.
Ooh.
Oh, Rock with a good stiff clothesline there. I enjoy these rumbles because it's actually it's like here we go. It's actually an opportunity to remember some guys.
Yeah.
One of the Harris brothers. I wish I could attribute the story to. Look at the pantyhose up around his nose.
Cactus Jack is out.
Oh no!
We won't see McFoley back again.
I mean, they're not going to say that just because foreshadowing.
I know.
Oh, God, it kicked Terry Funk right in the dick.
So let's give it about 10 seconds. I started a timer. Let's see how long it is. McFoley was eliminated until he returns. I didn't get to it right away, so I want to add 10 seconds to whatever it comes out to be.
Okay.
Just for shits and giggles.
But I was trying to remember who was telling the story. That apparently the Harris brothers ran afoul of the Clique at one point. And I guess there's a story that on their last night in the company at Madison Square Garden, at one of the, like, Ron was watching the door while Don had Shawn Michaels by his throat up against the wall, and his feet, it might have been Cornette, his feet are kicking because he literally has him off the ground up against the wall by his throat.
Nice. God, Bradshaw with the facial hair.
That mustache though. I know he looks so weird now with that's a hell of a mustache when he was pretending to be a blackjack.
It's a mustache and goatee, ain't it? Like it's like just the whole thing connected.
I couldn't tell. I still can't tell. Like that's gonna be the thing that annoys me for the next 2 minutes until I see if it's actually a goatee or a straight mustache. It's a mustache.
It's just went.
There's
It just went all the way down here and up. There was nothing in the middle.
There's no chin connection, so you still got a stash.
It's awful.
I mean, he was living. He was supposed to be one of the blackjacks, so I guess he was living the gimmick at that point.
The person who has lived his gimmick for 30 years is The Undertaker.
I will give you that. Excuse me. I will give you that.
He always wore dark clothes when he was out in public.
And then, during that run in the mid 2000s, he didn't have to buy any new shit. He just wore his jeans and t-shirts from home.
Pretty much.
Like I can provide you want me to become a biker? Well, I can do my own bandanas. I got plenty of those. Interestingly enough, we're going to get to number 9 and only the one elimination. That's normally...
There's 2.
I'm sorry, that's right. The first 2 also... That's right. Jarrett and Cornette and yeah.
Oh! There's Briscoe.
Never forget, how many of those guys have been recently let go? Well, let's see, both Hebner's gone. I think Pat's the only one still there who hasn't been fired. Don't ever forget that before they blew the biggest invasion angle of all time, they also tried an NWA invasion, then put nothing behind it and blew that angle. So they had practice fucking up an invasion angle before they fucked up an invasion angle.
That's always good.
It's always good to make sure to get your suck down ahead of time, like to have that established. Like, okay, I know how I'm blowing this.
Oh.
Then will Owen actually be able to get in the ring after that attack?
He said he's out. Here comes a man with no personality.
Aw, poor Steve Blackman.
Did you watch Terry Funk?
The things that he's eating all the punches for it.
Was Terry Funk Kofi Kingston before Kofi Kingston was Kofi Kingston?
I just set that out that there's Terry Funk spinning the cat at 50 frickin' 4. My neck, Jerry. My neck. No. Finish this gun. Is this just going to be a contest of seeing how many times who can pile drive Terry Funk?
I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Oh no, he's actually powerbombed him. Oh no. Listen to you. Yeah, let's drop the old man on his head. Come on, yeah. You sick fuck.
Who's the next one?
There he doesn't go again.
D'Lo Brown.
Hey, D'Lo. All right.
Can we do something at this Rumble? Can they do a Legends Rumble?
Can they? Probably, easily. Do we want to see that? I don't know.
I would love to see that. Bring back The Godfather. Bring back D'Lo Brown. Bring back Terry Funk at 75 years old.
Tell you what we'll do at some point. We'll watch WrestleMania X7, and we'll go ahead and do the gimmick battle royal, and you'll see what that looks like.
Awful.
Exactly.
Awful, I know, but it would just be funny to watch.
Well, I mean, at the same time, I don't know, because some of those names that you named still work on it. We're working on like a semi-retired basis.
Yeah.
D'Lo, I'm pretty sure is a producer for Impact. Oh no, there is no continuity between nation members. Hey, after all, it is every man for himself for a shot at the title at WrestleMania.
Yes, it is.
Oh God, there's
Wild 94.9.
oddly enough, I think that's still what the station is. I think 94.9 is. Here's a big some bitch.
Who the hell was this guy?
You don't remember Kurgan?
No. Oh,
The
yeah.
the interrogator beforehand. Funk started like, hey, big man, I'm gonna get the hell out of your way. Look at, I've changed my mind. The part of the enjoyment here is just gonna be watching Terry Funk to see what he does the rest of this match. Who, I mean, give it a few more months, it'll start coming out in tie dye and as part of the oddities. Then he'd go hit mad over.
See,
There
Mosh.
goes Mosh. Thank you for coming, staying 13 minutes and 9 seconds.
Blackman missed that kick.
It was like, you want to try that shit? Come on. I'm like a foot taller than you, boss.
Funk is still holding on there.
You deal tied up in the rope. I'm telling you, it's fun. Just keep an eye, like at points like this. Just watch Terry Funk. I'm sure something entertaining is happening.
Who's coming?
Mark Mero, but we all know who that pop's actually for.
I have no idea.
Nope. He's just transitioning into, well, not just. He's transitioned into his boxer gimmick after letting the wild man gimmick go. I believe to make a long Jim Cornette story short here is not long from where he's be carrying his wife's bags, and he didn't see that shit coming.
Huh. Terry Funk was just chilling in the corner. Blackman's out.
Thanks for coming, Steve. Your 558 will be well noticed. Not really. Even Bradshaw had to jump to get to lay in that a solid forearm.
Yeah.
I believe Funk had some interesting interview segments several years ago with one young Johnny B. Bad, so it's interesting to see them square off in the ring here now. Rock and D'Lo having a good go at it. I don't remember if they ever had a one-on-one match, but
Kick to the junk.
another. At some point, you'd figure in a match like this, someone would go to Dick Kick City. Methinks me know who he's going to be going after right about now. Oh, never mind. Just chop down the redwood, big redwood.
Oh, he'll get to him.
I think he'll get there eventually. Five guys took out the big man.
They just took care of the steroids.
3:38, the time that Kurgan hung out with us here. But the perk setup, like I said, it took five guys. Well, four guys in the rock at the very end came over to push his leg over. And interestingly enough, though, like we assumed Shamrock would go right for Rock, but they've been cut off and they're doing other things.
Can't believe Funk is still in it.
In there at number 2 and still going. And what? We're about halfway. We're almost halfway through, maybe.
Yeah.
Tino's like, I can't run into those guys for you. Oh. Because it's Bradshaw, all those boots, and you figure they're stiff, so all those boots look just. There's your laser pointer. Look a little hard. Here we go.
That was number 15.
Oh, all right. So this is our halfway point.
Thrasher.
The other half of the Headbangers.
Just go in and just jump over the top rope because.
There's a lot of people. I don't know if they usually let the ring fill up this much, but there's a lot of people in the fucking D'Lo. Oh.
Do they not know about social distancing? I mean.
No, you didn't have to worry about that. You make an extra interesting point that we can speculate on as we get closer to the Rumble, but yeah, that's going to be an interesting, like... Are they going to, are they just going to try to work the match to where there's no more than 10 people in the ring at once?
That's what I'm saying. 10 people, work it till you get about, 7 or 8 left, and then bring a couple more in, same, different, back and forth.
And how many people are going to be comfortable with that? How many people are going to be willing to say, well, yeah, I've worked a match with one other person and a referee in the ring, but I don't know how I'd feel about doing it with 10 guys in the ring at once. Or,
yeah. Well,
we know everyone's tested and everyone's clear. It's going to be interesting to see because not to bring other things into it, but, we got news about the vaccine, about a new potential vaccine yesterday, but who knows how much longer it's going to take to finish the trials, go over that data, and then start mass producing it and bringing it to, well, hopefully. There's your stopwatch.
15 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay, so pretty well spaced out here. Okay. And right after Funk. Nope. Yeah, finally. Terry Funk in at number 2, out 25 minutes later.
Do you have the stats in front of you?
25-19. Yes, I've been kayfabing you the entire time about some of this stuff.
Look at you.
It's like I prepared for this. It's like I prepared for the show or something.
Look at that shit.
So that means as we sit here, that was what, number 16? The Rock, now the one who's been in the ring the longest. He came in at number 4, remember? Oh. Mankind in the ring apron. The classic over the corner spot.
Do you know off the top of your head? Are you watching on your computer or on your TV?
TV.
Do you know off the top of your head, or can you tell me what the number is for the list of items for the flashback?
Number.
Like how many there are?
Oh yeah. Like the number, like I need a little more description than that. Goldust is back in a completely new and just as disturbing outfit.
Oh yes.
We will be at 66.
66 items.
Yes. Completely new outfit. Still got a thong on. I ain't here to judge. Look, yeah, like you do you, boo boo. Just saying.
You do you, boo boo. I like it.
What's with the thong on the outside? That's all I'm asking. And now we have just, I mean, it's exactly what a rumble degenerates into. A big sloppy brawl all over the place. And wow. Just like that, Mankind already gone. He's only with us for about 2 minutes.
We'll see you back in a little bit, dude.
Literally. And that's kind of my point when it comes to spacing things out. And you can see how it's being set up that, we're about to get our 17th entry and it was only our 7th elimination. So, excuse me, 18th entry. I apologize.
Double J.
The NWA North American champion at this point. Oh, yeah, there it is. You love Mick just in the background, just like, huh? What the hell is happening? Hey, forget about this guy.
Got a Owen Hart.
Apparently, he's not hurt. He's just windmilling the piss out of. He's windmilling the hell out of Jarrett. There's Mark Merrow just kind of, you get him, man. You go get him. You'll get him. It's just cheerleading him on. Like, you want me to hit him? Nah, you go ahead and do it. You do it. You got it. Oh, that spin wheel kick.
God, Goldust is such a freak looking. Is Owen Hart? Oh, he wasn't it earlier, so.
He's the legal participant. That's how you skin the cat, Jeff. Thanks for coming. Minute 5 in.
Hey!
The greatest intercontinental champion of all time.
He's cocky. He's cool. He's bad.
And he's in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, you're walking but using crutches?
Yeah, it's possible.
I didn't time
great.
this McFoley.
And
break.
you'll be all right. And Shamrock goes pretty easily. Nice and simple, dumps him out. 9 minutes and 15 seconds after he comes out. I want to say the honky spot was supposed to be Triple H's, and as the European champion is currently on the shelf. Nope. And Bradshaw just like, nah, I don't want no part of that.
That's why you had crutches.
And funny how that still counts. So technically, Owen Hart was only in the match 2 minutes, but he's been beat up twice. And there you go, Triple H, a nice simple payoff, even though you couldn't technically do anything because you were injured.
True.
Did you see that through the? I made a laugh. And you see his own heart took off after Triple H and China. He's got the things. He goes up the ramp and then falls down the steps on the other side.
I forgot about Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah. There's another serious powerhouse coming in.
Oh boy. Phineas. Phineas and Ferb?
So figure out he's got to gang up on somebody. And there's. All right. Yeah, that was kind of a. You figured it'd be a bigger moment when The Rock gets rid of Ken Shamrock, and all it took was a fist to the balls.
Nice. Who's next? Nation domination. Oh, another big boy.
Oh yes. The world's biggest lover. Oh, sorry, that was
Sexual chocolate. What came
Big
first?
Daddy V.
Sexual chocolate or South Park?
South Park, I believe.
So did they take the sexual chocolate gimmick from the chef?
Probably. I don't know. I wouldn't. That one I have no
I
idea.
just now
That's
thought
such
of
a.
this.
It's a generic enough term that who knows. And things have just kind of slowed down a little bit here. You got some bigger guys in here, and
Guys, they can't move as quick.
they're just beating on each other. Once again, Mark Merritt just kind of hanging out, waiting to see if anyone wants to come close enough for me to punch him. Nah, you want to go? You want to go? All right, there we go. Whoa, where'd you come from, old man?
Are you voicing the wrestlers?
I mean,
I like
wait, what the?
Oh,
Where the hell did the powder come from? I don't know.
Henry just threw it in Ahmed's eyes.
There's still something going with Ahmed and the Nation, and they're no, there. And there's nobody at 22.
It was supposed to be Austin's, I guess.
If that's just saying, someone finally got to him. Nation members, gang up. Thanks for coming on, Ahmed. You were here for 3 minutes, 18 seconds. And really didn't do anything.
Guy
Whoa,
went
ooh.
out into the ref's face.
Phineas was out there for 28 minutes, for damn near 29 minutes. There's no reason for Ahmed to give Phineas the boot, but I think they're all just kind of buying time.
Man, fix your tights.
That was just a thing. Ahmed frequently wedged himself with his work. his gimmick. But
Ugh.
does anybody like? You want to check on the dude that just took one right in the back of the head? Oh, yeah. Phineas is the only one that actually bent down and went, "Hey, man, you all right?"
Stepping on his neck.
Oh. Listen, the nation will work together and then beat on each other. It is still every man for himself.
It's every man for himself. Who's next? In 3, 2, 1. Ah, another domination member.
That's 4 members of the nation in right now.
I wonder which character he liked most.
That's a good question. Well, I think it
Kama,
probably had them.
Shango.
He probably had to have the most fun as the Godfather.
Yeah,
Come on now, really.
he had the whole train.
And I assume it led him into his current profession. And again, fellow nation members working each other over.
Like we said, it's every man for himself. Honky Tonk gonna get rid of The Rock? Greatest Intercontinental Champion ever, throwing up the current Intercontinental Champion? Nope.
You know what that did? Didn't even bother to like try to hoist Bradshaw over. He just picked him, just grabbed him from one end of the ring and shoved him to the other. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You do you, boo boo. You do you. Who's next?
I'm gonna go with Dude Love. Oh no. Stone Cold's music.
But where is Stone
Everyone's
Cold?
looking.
There you go. Mero sat out there for nearly 20 minutes before he got Stone Cold and did it.
Stone Cold did it.
And
Here goes 8 Ball.
good night.
Here goes Thrasher.
8 Ball was out there for 30 minutes 43 seconds. So say, guys, you wouldn't expect to have had these kind of runs, had some really impressive runs. Thanks for showing up, D'Lo. Get a mule kick in the dick. I think D'Lo, of every member of the nation, I think D'Lo ate more stunners than anyone else. Don't quote me on that, but it always seemed like if there was an interaction between the nation and Austin, D'Lo was the one to get the raw end of that deal.
Yeah. The heck is he doing?
Maybe hearkening back to their, well, there it is. Kind of he came right through the crowd. Maybe hearkening back to their 1-800-COLLECT commercial together.
No, this one's got to be Dude. No. The other Godwin brother.
That would be the original, Henry Godwin. Stomping the proverbial mud hole in Austin.
Thank you, JR.
I mean, you know, you listen to the best of all time do it, you're eventually going to pick some stuff up.
That is true.
Nah, it was sort of a hip toss thingy. Yeah, you look. You don't really. You're not really gonna do just normal moves in a Royal Rumble. Down to our final five. Bradshaw's just kicking the crap out of Honky. He just. I'm not saying he's taking liberties. I'm just saying he's stomping that shit out of him.
Yeah. What the hell?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I was just say, I would assume that one of the Boricuas are actually
Savio
entered in the
supposed to be,
match.
the rest
And
aren't.
okay, Savio's entered. Well, all five of them are going to beat the piss out of Austin. Well, that didn't last long. No, jeez. And Jesus with ridiculous that head bump through the top two ropes. Savio and Austin have an interesting history. When I go back about a year from this, or no, 2 years, it would have been '96 between Mania and then the May pay-per-view. Beware of Dog. They had a ridiculously good strap match in May of '96 at that In Your House. And by that I mean it was just physical as all hell.
Poor Gold Dust.
Takes him to Dick Stomp City.
Pretty much.
And again, rocking D'Lo. Like, I don't know if they ever got if they ever did a one-on-one match. It'd be interesting to see what that would turn out to be like.
Yeah.
Just from this match, it seems like they would have some good chemistry in the ring.
There's Farouk.
The leader of the nation for now. And I believe that's officially all five members of the nation in at once. The first thing he does is go beat the piss out of the Rock.
Alright, can we get the little bitches away from the thing? Did you hear him screaming? That's bad
No.
phrasing of words.
Both Rock and Austin have not been eliminated. They got through and under the ropes.
Correct.
That I believe, I'm sure that'll play into something somewhere in the next couple of minutes.
Always.
You don't. Yeah, there's the proof. Okay, good. Chair, the King just going back and forth. He's out. He went King. He didn't go over the top rope. No, he's out. King, you're becoming a politician again.
We have enough of those.
By the way, Jerry Lotto will run for mayor of Memphis next year. Next year from this. Who's number 28? There he is.
This is Foley's baby boy. Oh. Bradshaw, you just
And there
got
goes
eliminated
Bradshaw.
by Dude Love.
After 35 minutes. Was Goldust out too? Did I miss Goldust?
I didn't
No.
see him go out. I think he was just out, but not. No.
Austin hasn't gotten back in yet. Yeah, no. After a 35-minute trip into the Rumble. Again, guys, you're not expecting to see lasting this long have lasted this long.
Jeez.
At this point, Mankind was already about 11 and a half minutes in when he made his third appearance. There it was, the most electrifying move in sports entertainment, and immediately you're getting knocked on. Dula took your finisher, and he's up before you are. And still, not a whole lot of eliminations at this point. Like, there's still a good amount of people in this ring. He's not...
Who's next?
Again, the Rock is through. The Honky Tonk is still out there. D-Lo is still out there.
Chains.
Another giant guy. The Bombers are coming through. And actually, as again, we're almost at number 30. It seems like the pace has picked up some. Do love with the overhand chops. I don't know why that's funny to me to see him doing the hiya.
I did not see that. King, I can't be responsible for my actions when I get face to face with Mike Tyson. Okay.
As memory serves me correct, you're not the one I need to worry about. And here we go.
Number 30.
The Mastodon.
Vader.
He opened the show, so I mean, both he and Goldust had unfortunately had time to get cold before they had to warm back up to get into this, and there they meet again.
Sorry, I didn't feel that coming on.
Oh, there goes Honky. I mean, for a guy that just came in to do that surprise spot, he still lasted nearly 20 minutes out there.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was getting the chance to, for the most part, to kind of hang out and do their thing in this match. And the interesting thing is, if you kind of look at the makeup of the ring, yes, in hindsight, it's obvious that it was going to be Austin, but really, there's only, I would say, 4 guys out here that you could see them giving a win in the Royal Rumble to push them towards WrestleMania. No offense to any of the guys that weren't The Rock, Foley, Austin, or Vader.
True.
The one guy with the one
Thrasher's
sign
out.
back there. There goes Thrasher. 28 minutes. 28:08 that he's hung out. And
Karma's
Kama.
out.
13:58. Austin gets 2 quick eliminations. And there's Savio to cut that shit off. I'll go ahead and give you the spoiler. Austin would eliminate more people in this match than anyone else, actually sending 7 guys. 7 guys out.
Nice.
I believe that would stand as the mark until 2001 when Kane put 7 tower, excuse me, 10 or 11 out. Just because I hate when there goes Savio. I had to just because I hate when I'm wrong. I have to look at that number for us. Savio only out there
11.
about 9.5 minutes. Yeah, Vader, he was really short, about 10 minutes. Excuse me, Vader was only out there for 2:15. Jeez.
Roman Reigns beat.
Things are starting to pick up as we head towards the conclusion.
And
There goes Phineas, or excuse me, Henry, 11:32.
And Roman Reigns beat Kane with 13 eliminations.
Yeah, there goes Taft Cog. The artist formerly known as Goldust. Goldust out there, worked a match earlier, was out there for 26 more minutes.
Like I said, he's a beast, man. He's not built like a beast, but
Did we miss D'Lo getting the boot?
I did.
D'Lo was out there for 32 minutes, and it was a Farouk that finally knocked him out.
Rock, Farouk, Stone Cold, and Dude Love.
There's your final 4 after, I guess that counted as Henry started to come back in after going over the top rope, then he got punched out. But as Mark Henry was out there for 19 minutes. Now that's right. Chains was, jeez.
You get those stairs?
Yeah, look, he was really close. James only out there for about 5 minutes. And here we go. And those, I mean, yeah, you want to see The Rock and Austin keep going. Continue their feud that started over the Intercontinental Championship. They ended up with The Rock getting thrown off a bridge, or Austin getting thrown off a bridge.
Did you just bang his Dude Love?
Yes, he did.
You're the wrong character, dude. But
I mean, it all kind of like, look, it all kind of when you got to figure out 3 personas, they all eventually start to meld together. There's the Mandible Claw.
And there's a kick to the dick, and there goes
Yeah, there
Dude
is.
Love.
Yeah, there is. Oh,
Down to 3, Stone Cold, Farouk, and The Rock.
altogether, I think Foley was out there for about 22 minutes between the 3 opportunities, and The Rock is just The Rock gonna take a rest. He's been out there the longest. He was out there number 4. Give him a second to catch his breath.
There goes Farouk.
Yeah, saw that setup coming. Farouk was only there for about 10 minutes. And here is the matchup we assumed we would get the whole night.
Double deuce to Stone Cold.
No. Turn around. That's how you fucked Bret Hart a year before.
There it is.
There you go. 51 minutes and 32 seconds. Rock, you've earned a nap.
You earned a nap.
I would say so after working that long. However, we know how this story plays out, and there's how it began. Technically, likely a year after it was supposed to, but you know what?
Good, like security
things.
guards standing outside of the press box.
Well,
or whatever.
there's no barrier between that top row and the luxury box.
That's
So
who brings
like,
in
if you
a
want-
giant painting in a frame to hold up?
no clue. That's the other thing you got to remember. Signs were way more prevalent in the crowds back then. Like they're here or there. They were here or there when we had crowds before. But man, back in the day, everybody and their mother brought a sign to Raw.
Oh yeah.
Look at Shane actually cheering for Stone Cold. It's quaint. And there's the other thing you gotta remember. Now, we're not going to black. Mike, just punch Mike. Just punch him. He like kept trying to talk to Cole's ear. Where's Johnny?
What?
That guy wins. The guy with the sign behind. Okay, the guy with the sign behind Lawler. He was the guy with the tag team sign. There he was. Where is Johnny Rods? And then he threw up the Four Horsemen sign on camera. That was beautiful. That guy wins. That guy wins the game for me tonight. Oh, the hell with my eye. Damn allergies. Well, there's the thing we'll also not remember where the man going to WrestleMania did not get the freeze frame and the fade to black.
Yeah.
So here we go. They give you the things that lead up to the casket match tonight, and as I say, they'll probably go back to SummerSlam, where all this started. When Sean Cost take belt, see if we can get if the show. One final time, Jerry, please give our anybody who's hanging out just before we get to our main event, give us a time check to make sure we're all kept up.
We are at 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Alrighty. That's right. Just a couple months ago, they had the first ever Hell in a Cell match, which was brutal. And at some point, we should definitely watch some cell matches from back in the day. There's an idea. So for at a flashback before next year's Hell in a Cell, we should go back and watch some actual Hell in a Cell, and then we can compare what they don't do compared to what they used to do. And I can continue my criticism as we watch Hell in a Cell and go, there's no reason for these matches to be in this cage. There's no reason for these matches to be in this cage. There was a reason for this match to be in this cage.
Can we do the Hell in a Cell where it's
Yeah, we can do that one.
What?
We can do the Foley and.
I was making a joke, but we can do that one. Yeah, wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for your joke.
Can we do the one where it's DX versus Vince, Shane, and the Big Show, where they showed Vince's face and Big Show's ass?
I think we almost have to, just in comparison. That's gotta be Kane.
My God. Winged Eagle, baby.
You gotta remember that match where Sean's like, "Here, I'll drop off a table from 8, 9 feet off. Yeah, I'll do that. No big deal." And the next time through, Mick was, "Hold my beer." Somewhere I'd love to see. And maybe I can do this real quick. See the Undertaker's record in these casket matches. Yeah, it was much easier than I thought it was going to be. The Undertaker has been in the most casket matches in the history of the match. No shit. Taker is 11-4 in casket matches.
All right.
But before
Undertaker get rid
here,
of the
before
teardrop?
this, you're gonna need to come up to the microphone if you want to talk to the people.
Thought it could pick me up. When does the Undertaker get rid of that teardrop under his right eye?
Not long after.
Brothers of Destruction.
And that's right. Again, and that thing kind of ran all the way through. They did that as a temper. Well, I guess as you can probably tell from the fact that they faced off at WrestleMania, there's a swerve as the brothers tried, you know. This is a heck of a long package. I'm not gonna lie here.
We only got like 24, 5, 6 minutes like that.
Yeah.
A theme song that still lives the test of times.
Just, you know, going over some things before this, before we sat down to watch this, and you know, looking at DX, yeah, okay. Immediately, as soon as you say Degeneration X, that's the first thing that pops into my head.
Are you ready?
Yep. And the way they had which was actually really cool when you think about it at the time, intercutting the live and the Titantron video like this.
There's the guy in the back hitting a lever.
Yeah, that'd be a suck job on the board. It'd have to flip, 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 flip.
Or there's a button they're hitting.
I mean, it's probably not even that. It's probably just automated. So it's DX's video, huh? All right, and hit, and then it just goes. I don't know. Look, I don't know how television works. It's not what I got. It's not what I was trained in. But I have a feeling that at this point, something like this is not going to be a manual run deal. That's just silly.
It is. Because there's multiple different camera angles they're using. Right now they're on the same one, but they were on different ones. There's another one.
As I say, is he just bouncing between that, or is it just running and it's just taking whatever? They're just the actual bounce back and forth. It's just the normal live feed that they would be producing with the
television. I don't think there was anything like that. It was basically there was a lever. But how quick you did is a quick cut to it, or you can do it slowly and fade it. Or there were different quick cuts or quick fades or different things you could use.
Yeah, in 1998, probably closer to something manual, I guess. Now there's no way. Like, that's just an automatic. They're just loading. There's got to be just like, here's your graphics package, and it's loaded into the package to where it just has cues, kick back to whatever's live, kick back to whatever live, and laid out like that.
Put your laser pointers away. Jeez. What is this, 1998? Oh, never mind.
Two out of 10 would not listen to again.
What?
You made a joke. I rated joke.
Oh.
That's the joke.
The casket was already out there?
Where they
Is
roll it
Kane-
behind
Is Kane in the
DX?
casket?
Yeah, usually at this point we're used to a group of druids bringing it out before or after.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think at the time we realized exactly how annoying that shit was, but now going back, we're like, good lord, we were stupid as youths. Nice sell there, Sean.
Sean was Sean was a king of overselling. Probably still is.
Do you think that extends to all sections of life?
Get out of my head.
I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to make that joke. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make that joke.
Oh god. Because I was thinking at that point, I'm like, I said he was a king of overselling and probably still is. I'm like, do I do a Shawn Michaels orgasm oversell joke? Do I do it? Do I do it? And I let it go. But you went out there. You let it out. You opened up that door and you just flew through.
We were both having that same thing in the back of our head, going, "Do I make a joke about him?" All right. Do we make a joke about him overselling his? I don't even want to go there now. I'm trying to stop myself because I know where I would go if I just.
Oh, never mind. It's bad we both have the same joke in the back of our heads.
Yeah.
And that shows a lot that I let it go.
I mean, I tried to sneak it in real quiet like without making a big deal of it. Oh, yeah. You're getting some good old zombie taker here.
Yeah.
It's interesting if you think about it. They had this about in the months leading up to this, they had some really good one-on-one matches. They had a no contest in September at Ground Zero that was actually far better than and it kind of gets pushed into the background because the next one-on-one match they had was the Hell in a Cell 5-star match, and then this match. And then you think, oh, wow, they had some pretty good matches, and they still have 2 5-star matches to go when they're both in their 40s and 50s, and they have 2 amazing matches. And, like, they actually have, like, this is a good match, and it's probably one of their worst.
Really?
I would say so. Oh. Did you see that spot? Because that spot right there would cost Shawn Michaels 4 years of his career. That backdrop onto the casket is the thing. I want to say it was the herniated disc, which caused him to quietly disappear from in-ring action after this. Right there on the edge.
Oh.
Now I might have the spot wrong, and he might take another bump into the casket. But if I remember correctly, that was the one. Ooh.
Thanks, JR. I had no idea.
That.
If the lid would have been shut, we would have had a new champion.
Oh yeah. He pulls a John Madden there. If he would have scored, crossed the goal line there. He would have that would have scored a touchdown.
I was getting ready to do it too. first thing I thought of when I said, I was going to say, thanks, John Madden.
I don't know if it's a good sign or a bad sign that we're basically working off the same set of material here.
Because I was going to do the impression of John Madden also. If he gets across the line there, that'll be a touchdown. Either Porky Pig or John Madden. I don't know. They're both the same.
Football.
Sports ball.
Oh yeah, just main conversation, Pat. Football. I want to say that backdrop was it because you can see Michael's moving noticeably slower in all of these things.
Slower.
Yeah. One of those where you know you're hurting, but you don't realize how bad you're hurting until after the fact. And he's still look at it. Still gives John credit, Michael's credit, give him all the credit in the world for continuing after suffering an injury like that.
Jeez, this dog just scared the hell out of me.
Oh, was that the was? So picked up her head and shook her tags at you?
She's been laying there asleep and not moving since the past, I don't know how long, and just scared the crap out of me.
You forgot she was even there.
I did. Oh, Michael's in.
Standing on the stomp on the hands, stomp on the fingers.
Oh, threw some ashes in his face.
Well, it didn't work out quite as well. He had to throw. It didn't look like he had a good handful. Then he had to throw a second handful in just to make it clear what had happened. That's when you work with a pro who can blow a spot like that immediately knows what he has to do to at least make it clear what was going on, what he was trying to do. It also means that powder was tucked up under his nuts for the whole beginning of the match. Yep, that's nut powder. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Good Lord. It's how quickly and easily he went up for that. And then throws a moonsault. Yeah. Did the Cactus Jacks thing, but caught it. Skinned the cat, but was like all the way under his, like halfway back under the top or the bottom rope.
Looks like that hurt.
Good. Hey, someone's got head.
I do.
It's the Shawn Michaels guy from Philly. He's got head.
Oh, stupid French people.
Yeah.
Remember the old ass big monitors too?
Right.
Before they went to like tablets.
Right. Where everything went flat screen, including the monitor, like those good old CTR.
Yep.
The things that looked like they would be menacing if you hit somebody with them.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, There's no way to make that look good. There's no way that's there's no way to cushion that. That's just getting hit in the back of the just getting hit in the back with a huge chunk of steel there. Oh, the
Oh.
pile driver on the step spot. Jeez. I've seen it done since then, but really no one made it look as good as Sean. And honestly, I don't think anybody took it better than Taker.
No. Oh.
Hey, Triple H had a backup set of crutches.
Look at
He
that.
he planned to break 2 sets of crutches on this night. What a dastardly move.
What a dick.
What a dick. Something out there smoking? Oh, it's just
Residuals from nut powder.
I think so.
Now, was Triple H and Chyna a couple at one point in real life?
Yes. Oh yeah. For a good amount of time actually. While they were in the Fed together.
Oh, thank you, Watch.
Woman in the front row wearing the Undertaker t-shirt got her money's worth there, getting yelled at by the champ.
It's always fun.
Hey, remember when wrestlers had fans to interact with and actually did? Oh, it just depressed myself there. I will say this right now, and hopefully I can. It'll depend on where we're at and how this thing is on. But the first wrestling event in this area that is available to go to after it is deemed safe, and I deem it safe myself. By that I mean I'm able to get a shot. I'm going and marking the hell out. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a local promotion. I don't care if it's Impact. I don't care if it's Ring of Honor. We're getting our shots and we're going to go watch some wrestling. And I hope everyone else feels the same way about that too. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
And when I do mean, if it's your local indie promotion and they're running a show and it's done safe, like if it's now and it's done safely, or it's several months down the road when you can get yourself vaccinated and feel safe, I would go and support these guys. Because not to sound like an 80s power ballad, but you really don't know what you've got until it's gone. And working and watching wrestling in the empty arena era reminds us just how much of the show, how important to the show that the fans actually are.
If you've ever been to a show live, it's a lot different than you think it is when you watch it on TV or watch it on YouTube or the internet. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, there's so much more. I mean, and I don't mean to take away from a main event match if we're talking about it, but I can give you a quick story that personally made it in an event so much more fun, because I want to say it was maybe the 2015, 2016 final night of Ring of Honor Survival of the Fittest. They did it here in Toledo up at the Seagate Center. It was the main event was a 6-man match to determine the survival of the fittest. They'd be getting a Ring of Honor World Title match. And of course, front and center in that was one Adam Cole.
Baby.
And that is what we heard from a woman just off to our left and one row up. Like every time Adam Cole just came in and did a spot, this woman was on her feet and was like just the biggest Adam Cole fan. And because she was having fun, it just made that got into it more. I don't know what it is. Like this woman is totally all in for Adam Cole. This is just it's the experience of being in a crowd like that.
Another thing I always enjoyed when I went to like SmackDown or what here in Toledo is watching the little kids.
Yeah, I mean, especially
Watching,
in
like,
the WWE show.
5 and 6-year-olds, they are just so excited. These people, I see them on TV. Like they're just, you can just see the joy in their face, and it's like, to be a kid again.
And well, and I think that's. I mean, and there's the classic spot. And not to pontificate, keep going and not paying attention to this match, but I think that's almost part of the reason why you kind of you enjoy hanging on. Like what we do almost ruins wrestling to a certain point for us because we're watching it with that critical eye. We're watching it to analyze, and we're looking at it as a different entertainment product. But when you're in a crowd and you're surrounded by thousands of people and you're in the middle of the heat, like we're all little kids again. We're all watching these bigger than life personas go out and entertain us and God, I can't wait to be able to do that again. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. There's sweet chin music for you.
But like it is like you were saying, the fans are huge. I know I've talked about it before. I'll never forget my interaction with AJ Styles in the Revival. Greatest thing ever. To get AJ Styles just to look at me and do the
and there's the thing, and it was SmackDown. If it was a house show, you probably would have gotten a whole different interaction. Whoa, don't fall in.
Punch him in the junk.
Oh, come on. Nut punch. He's looking right at him.
No punch.
Oh, yes. Well, I guess now Taker can confirm that Sean has the testicular fortitude to work with him. That was even though you could see that Jesus, the height, even though you could see the setup coming, it was still great. It was still great to see that death.
I had one of the Revival guys, telling me to come on over the thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking get in trouble. You bring your bald ass bitch ass over here. Oh my God, it was one of the best times ever.
You ain't worth getting arrested.
I had a friend at the time that went with me who's no longer a friend, but just looking at me and just shaking their head. I'm like, what?
That's what I'm supposed to do.
That's what you do.
I'm supposed to yell at the bad guys.
Thank Karen from our old employer.
Oh, yeah.
Was there.
Wait, Earl, why did you close the lid on the two of them? And then you look confused. You did that, Earl. You did that. It didn't fall in. You let the lid go. And we needed that spot. We needed that camera angle right there. Speaking of things that would scare the shit out of you. And sorry, our former colleague.
What was that?
I did the thing in the match, and then I went back to you saying you were speaking about our former colleague.
Oh, like you confused me there for a second.
You started a story. I cut it off, and I was trying to give you a lead to finish the story.
Gotcha. No, she was there with her little boy. I mean, he, like I said, watching the kids. That was pretty much it. She was there as I was giving the guy shit.
So the next morning, it's like, what are you doing yelling at the big muscly guys?
First thing I said to her said, I apologize for the things I say around your child. Because it may not be well for him to hear it.
No.
But I'm not going to hold back.
I mean, it's absolutely in Oh,
Oh.
Jesus. Jesus!
Tombstone into the casket. Earl Hefner is on the ground.
Wait, how did Earl fall over? So confused. But now, here we go. We get reminiscence of the 1994 Royal Rumble where it took 10 guys to bring The Undertaker down. The rest of DX and all four, but a week was.
People are taking pictures of Shawn as he's in the cage. Or in the cage in the... Uh-oh. Who could this be?
Hey, thanks for ruining it, JR.
By God, it's gotta be Kane.
Well, yeah. I saw the curtains move. So there, here comes Kane, singeing the eye. Here comes Kane, singeing the eyebrows of the 6 rows by his pyro.
Always, as soon as he starts coming down the ring, fixing his gloves.
Mm-hmm. Triple H is the only one selling it and just trying to get the head out of the way.
I thought he was getting ready to throw China in front of him. Down, down, down.
Well, yeah, when everyone lines up, sure. Yeah. And then everyone's just like, yeah, never mind, I'm out of here for this.
We're out. Deuces. Deuces. Turn on him? I can't remember.
Will we at least get the pyro? Here we go. Yeah. Wait a minute. There's no fire.
Someone's losing their job.
Meant?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. God, I couldn't do that. I think we have lost Dan at this moment. We'll see if he rejoins us back. Well, it looks like his connection disconnected from the stream. I think we did lose him. I sent a message. Oh, so what are they gonna do to this? Gonna burn this one too? So okay, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Dan.
My God, he's destroying the casket with his brother still in it.
Thanks for rejoining us.
I don't know what happened there.
If you're an Undertaker and you're sitting on the inside of this thing and this casket's wheeling in the top, how much are you pissing your pants?
Well, see, there's the question as to yeah. Well, especially there as you see the pickaxe come through the roof or the lid.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. And that. Now they're gonna pour gas on it.
Which is also
he can't be in there. There had to be a false back or something to it.
well, that's like it had to be like he's got like the because of how fast it went. My only thing is that he is under the ring right now. Like as soon as he went in, he went directly into the under the ring into under the ring skirt here. There's no way. There's no false.
Way,
Yeah, there's no Jesus.
because that gas went inside of it. He'd be dead.
That's a fire.
Mark Holloway would be dead.
That's a fire.
And that's it.
Oh, they didn't include they didn't include the thing. They showed I don't know what if they had to or what, but they also then showed the shot the next night on Raw where they finally put the fire out. Everybody rushes in, they put the fire out, open the casket, and there is no Undertaker. Reminiscent again of the Yokozuna match 4 years ago where they
tried to burn the Undertaker in a casket. I mean, really.
That only happened a couple of times, but they should have figured out after the first time it was impossible to do so. So there you go, the 1998 Royal Rumble. Jerry, your thoughts on this show?
I thought it was very well done. I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I always enjoy the Rumble. Rumbles are always my favorite. There's always a lot of action, especially the Rumble match. Not knowing who's going to come in. You're getting something like this one with the three faces of Foley. But I give it 4 out of 5 stars.
I can go right there like 3.5, probably 3.5, 3 3/4, or like it was solid from top to bottom. Not really any boring-ish matches. There were parts of the Rumble that slowed down, but it was keeping an ebb and flow of the match, and then you got the very memorable main event. So that is the case. Jerry, are we gonna do this the easy way with you? When you're gonna pick a number, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do a week from today.
Yes.
So somewhere in that vicinity.
Everyone just seen it. I was getting this ready because I did this a little differently this time.
Okay. How did we do this?
I have a wheel.
Ah, okay.
And I've numbered it 1 through 66. And I'll pull that up right now. Here is the wheel. Numbered 1 through 66. I will click it. The wheel will spin. It'll land on something. We'll get confetti and applause, and you can tell us what that number will bring us.
Okay. Here I was trying to figure out how to do it on a big pressure luck wheel, and then eventually hits no Emmys, stop. But I couldn't make that work in time.
So let's go with this. Let's go ahead and hit it. Here we go. We are going to land on number 6.
Number 6. All right. Well, on the plus side, it will also be easier because next Tuesday's Flashback takes us right back here to the WWE Network. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have as good a time with this as we did today because next week we're going to transport ourselves back all the way to 1993. And next Tuesday's Flash Plus takes us back to Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada for WrestleMania 9. One of the reportedly worst WrestleManias of all time. In the main event, Bret Hart defending the WWF Championship against Yokozuna. And there's not another damn thing that's worth being memorable about this card. I take that back. There's plenty worth memorable about this card. So we will talk about that in 1 week's time. WrestleMania 9 next up here on the Flashback segment.
Do we just want to fast forward and just watch the Yokozuna Bret Michaels match and then Bret Hart match?
No, because even that's not that great. So
why you gotta put bad stuff on this list? I'm re-clicking. Here we go. Going again. I'm kidding.
Because it's no fun if the good stuff is no fun if there's not bad stuff to talk about. I know because the genesis of this whole idea was to sit down and watch Heroes of Wrestling, which was, ooh boy, was that a night.
That was god awful.
Yeah, it was.
Awful. So next week, WrestleMania, I say 9.
9.
And that was that JR's first?
Yes, that was JR's first appearance with the company, and probably the first and last time he ever called a wrestling show in a toga.
I'm gonna guess so. I'm gonna guess that was the last time he has done that. So join us back here next Tuesday.
Probably about the same time in the afternoon,
Probably,
and if
depending.
not, hopefully you'll catch the replay anytime on demand 24/7 on our Facebook page at The Finisher Podcast.
There you go. Facebook.com/TheFinisherPodcast, FinisherPodcast.com for all of our socials, podcasting networks, title history, blogs, and friends of the show. So go check that out. Go watch our friends. Go check them out too. Give them some love. Everyone needs a little bit of love nowadays with everything going on. We hope everyone stays safe, and I think that's it. You got anything, Dan?
No, ladies and gentlemen, the champion is leaving the building.
All right, so we will see you guys next week. Have a good one. We'll see you on Saturday.